for Cabrera, and undoubtedly there'll be medical attention for Gabe Flores Jr. to observe how he is doing after absorbing 142 power punches from Cabrera and being knocked down 3 times.
I'm here in the early morning hours, barely 7 a.m. here on the East Coast, trying to get these videos done before I gotta go out and cut this grass at 8 a.m. What's with that rule? I guess, you know, I don't know, maybe that's just me, you know, but I believe in my neighborhood we can't cut grass until like 8 a.m. or something like that. I don't know if it's 7 or 8. I believe it's 8. But anyway, last night was one of those rare Saturday nights, unless I'm sick or something, that I actually say, you know what? I'm going to spend some family time and take care of some shit around the house. And I was in bed by like 8 p.m. I watched the prelims. Wanted to see the Mason fight. And then I didn't wake up briefly until the end of the last round of and the decision for Dog Bay defeating Gonzalez. And I did watch the State of the Boxing show, the half an hour post-fight show after the event is over. Let's listen to the cards, but yeah, this kid don't got it.
Put that
Look
type
at the punches.
of
Look at these punch stats.
around Flores Jr. eye.
Cabrera had double digits landed in every single round. Flores was single digits of punches landed in every single round.
This kid, I'm gonna say my thoughts, but look at those punch stats.
And then Flores tried to give as much as he possibly could. Gave a very spirited effort.
This is not real time, by the way. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. This fight, this card, literally, the main event was over, what, like 11:50 maybe? 11:15 it could have been. Eastern.
Tim Cheatham, John Mariano, and Patrick Morley.
And go full screen.
89 for your winner by unanimous decision, Giovanni El Cabron Cabrera.
21-0 now is Giovanni Cabrera. And give credit to Freddie Roach and the entire team. They said they were going to come out. They're going to press right away. They're going to show more power, sit down on his punches, scored a knockdown 7 seconds into the fight. Burning.
Gabe, what did you learn about yourself getting off the canvas 3 times, especially after that vicious first round?
What I already knew, you know. I should have kept on stepping to my left. You know, the game plan kind of went to blur. You know, my father was telling me to keep stepping my left, keep fading, keep flicking my jab, and keep jabbing. And I didn't really do much of any of that. And then, you know, I put it all on myself. My father was telling me everything right. I didn't let it click. And then he dropped me. And then when it was time to go forward and try to close the ring, it was hard with the slippery ring. You know, I'm not even saying an excuse. He beat me. He dropped me. Not because of the slippery ring, you know, but at the end, it just made it a little harder, you know. And we're hoping for a rematch because we know that's somebody we could beat. I respect him. All the mind games before the fight are just boxing, you know. I don't mean to disrespect. At the time, I do because he's my enemy. But after, it's whatever.
135. You said you came in here feeling stronger, and the first punch that he lands left, you're down, and then he comes after you. What was that like?
A shock, you know. I should have never got hit with that. You know, I should have stayed calm and boxed, but I was kind of staying still, stationary, trying to bob my head and catch him coming in. You know, I was feeling too hungry. I should have been more relaxed. I wanted to catch him early, speed. But I wasn't trying to load up. But I just felt like he had nothing for me. So I'll just go and catch and counter. That's all I was going to do, but it was a little too soon.
Now, when you think about the 2 losses you had, they were punishing losses. It was a lot of hard shots. What do you need to do to improve to fix that?
Listen. L-I-S-T-E-N, listen to my father. That's all I need to do. It was, you know, not that good of a job of listening to my father tonight, you know. But I would, like I said, I would love the rematch. I need it, you know, with anybody, you know. But not with this guy. But this is my last loss. So, and I'm at 35. That's my weight now. So it makes more sense for this guy.
All right, absolutely. Keep your head up. You gave the fans a great show and were really valiant. Thank you very much. Now we move over to Giovanni Cabrera. You lost a point for holding last fight. You were defensive since your long layoff. Then you exploded in the first round. Walk me through what that felt like.
It felt amazing. You know, it's what we worked on in the gym. Everybody, I think, can see that I'm a very slick boxer, but, you know, as you progress through the professional ranks, there's still growth to be had. There's a lot to learn, and I have the best trainer in the world to do that. I've been working on my power, and he felt it in the first round.
Absolutely. We all saw that. What did you learn about him as an opponent, the fact that he was able to get up and then not only the 2 times in the first round, but also in the 5th and give you a fight?
Gabriel Flores is as tough as they come. My hat's off to him. You know, this incredible fight wouldn't have been made if he wasn't brave enough to take it covered on.
And you prove what you're capable of. So where does this put you now moving forward after this type of performance, which you said was going to be career-altering for the winner?
I just want to continue on. First off, I want to thank Brad Goodman, Bob Arum, and Freddie Roach, and everyone in my corner, Steve Fader, Pepe Riley, Pedro. My family was sitting right there, came to support me from Chicago. I just want to continue to make exciting fights. I believe I'm one of the best in the world, and I want to come for the championship of the world. You know, that's been my dream, and I believe I showed tonight that I'm on my path to do so.
Thank you very much. A fight that was quite memorable, Joe. Send it to you.
It was indeed. Said he worked on his power, and that Flores felt it right away. He did with those 2 knockdowns in the first minute of the fight. Growth to be had. We will.
You know, it's been brought up before, and people talk about it on social media. You think this kid needs a new team? You know, you think that, you know, because, you know, it's his father that he just can't do nothing for him. The main event's going to come up, so I'll be just finishing in this. Perfect. So here's my thing. I think that the kid needs, you know, a new team. You know, somebody to come in with a little bit more, you know, discipline, because it's clear that, you know, he says he needs to listen to his father. But it looks like, you know, he's not going to listen to his father. And right now, he's in the red zone, you know. One more loss or one more beating, they're going to be like, yo, it's time for you to retire. They're already talking about it now. Now, he's only 22 years old. That's the good thing. You know, so he ain't done yet. But it's like, oh, we got to dial you all the way back, especially at 135. Now, you know, as Timothy Bradley said, I don't know if it was during the broadcast or during State of the Boxing, because once again, I slept through this whole fight last night. You know, I didn't wake up until like the last round of, it was on the TV. I woke up like the last round of the main event and then heard the decision and then watched State of Boxing all the way through that, then went right back to sleep. So we're here early. I'm normally up this early anyway, but, you know, got to do house chores and shit before it gets, it's going to be 100 degrees outside today. So I think that maybe, you know, bringing somebody else. I don't know who. But the kid needs some discipline because he, you know, Timothy Bradley said, to get back to what I was saying, is that, you know, some people just don't got it. You know, and I don't like writing people off, even though I kind of had an opinion and thought that he was going to lose this fight. You know, I did a preview show. I didn't cover the weigh-in, but I did do a preview show this week, 2 of them actually on this card. And I was like, yo, you know, this may be it for Gabe Flores, you know? And look, he lost again. And he just looks sloppy and weak. And it was also brought up during the broadcast, like, where he's at 135 pounds. Bro, they're animals. You know, and the 135-pound guys can fight at 147. These are all the guys that are talking about. But then again, he wouldn't see guys like Devin Haney, you know, and Ryan Garcia, you know, no time soon. Those guys will be at 147 if he was to stay at 135 and start working his way up. But he don't have no power. You know, like you can see with that left hand he got dropped with in round number 1, hands just you know, like out there. And when you look at, you know, the top guys at 135 pounds, me personally, I thought he was going to settle in at 130. But obviously, obviously he can't be at 130, you know, for whatever weight issues. And maybe he, you know, they thought that, okay, you know, maybe he'll be stronger, you know, and the 130 was boiling him down. You know, I don't know. You know, but he never really established himself at 130. He was supposed to, and to try to get this rankings against that ranking against Lopez, and then he lost, got beat up. So the question is, I mean, you know, when you look at, I mean, any of these guys can probably fuck around and beat him. When I'm looking at just the bottom 15, you know, Billy did with starch him out. Frank Martin, I'm not too high on him as them saying he's a good fighter, but as them saying he's going to be like the next guy at 135, I just need to see a little bit more, but I would pick him over him. They got fucking Ricky Burns, number 15 by the WB. He would fuck around, excuse my language, it's Sunday. Not that that means anything, I would still be cussing anyway, but let me just tone it down a little bit. But, you know, even Zepeda, wasn't he at 130? No, he's been at 1. Did he move up or down, Zepeda? Why is he here? It's early. I'm tripping. That's kind of, he wasn't at 130. Was he at 140 and moved down? Anyway, let me stay on topic. But yeah, bro, the kid, damn, they're at the main event already. No filler? I was wondering because I could have sworn the main event was over like 11:15. I was like, damn, still kind of early. But oh yeah, let me good for them because I'm tired of them. That's one of the reasons why I went to sleep. I could have rode out another 2 hours. I laid down probably like 8:30. I could have rode for at least another, you know, 2.5 hours or so and made it to the main event. Damn, and I could have covered this live. Oh well. But yeah, man, I don't know about this kid, man. You know, I think it's, you know, I mean, I don't think take a layoff. I don't think that should he take off till he's 23. You know, start, you know, if they can afford it, bring in, you know, a nutritionist. They got to get him some power, you know, or bring in somebody that can make him really sit down on his punches, to give somebody to think about, because now everyone who's going to fight him going to look at, oh yeah, he food, you know? So maybe he needs to go back to some club shows or, you know, not opening up, but, you know, on the lower end of the prelims of the ESPN Plus cards and really like dial it back, you know, and start pursuing a ranking in like into 2024, 2025. What's his activity? How much does he fight? Okay, so active 2019 and of course 2020 still, that's pretty active. One fight before the pandemic, a month before the pandemic, the world shut down against Matt Conway in 2020. Then he got 2 bubble fights. You know, so that's still pretty active for 2020. 2021, he stepped up the competition. This was supposed to be like, oh shit, he knocked out, you know, Jason Velez. And then the Lopez, 2 fights this year. You know, should they chalk up? Should they get him back out at the end of the year, like December, you know, and keep him working? Or should they say, you know what, go take care of some shit, go home, you know, figure out what y'all want to do. And then, you know, we'll have something for you at the beginning of the year, February, March, something like that. I don't know. Or do you make him fight through it? Because there's clearly some shit going on that they got to fix. And I don't think that December, you know, like the kid just took 2 losses, you know, in what? Less than a year. 2 bad ones. So there's some things they got to work on. Me personally, I would be like, yo, you know, let's go back to the drawing board. Listen, son, if I don't see, and the father got to be like, listen, if I don't see certain changes in you, then I'm going to have to, you know, get us some help in here. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, there's some shit going on, but damn, the main event's on. Well, that's good for me. All right. See you guys for the next video. Thank you for watching on T Street Controversy with 5v360. Please subscribe. We stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Of course, that's subject to change. And basically, the main reason why I didn't stream this Friday is because I had to do some family stuff. And also, it wasn't nothing like to really like talk about that I did really want to talk about. I don't want to do Spence and Tank and Ryan videos all day, every day. Every time these motherfuckers respond to something, it's not going to be me. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to be back on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I believe it's like a nice amount of media events coming up this week. But yeah, Danny Garcia, Jose Benavidez, and it's something else too. Well, anyway, follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy. The links to my social media are right down below in the description box. I'm going to get to this main event and get out here and get this work done.